Well, hello, my dear viewers, my dear friends. Welcome back to the channel. This time around, I bring you, one day late, I know, this week's chapter of One Piece, 872 of its name, Soft and Switchy? Was it? I forgot the title already. I read it in the main page of the website and I forgot it already. I know the chapter has been released since yesterday. I seen the spoiler announcement. I haven't actually read the spoilers, well, a tiny bit, but nothing major. I saw the announcement and I thought, well, the manga is going to release earlier, and so it did. The reason why you're only seeing this today is because there's some family stuff going on in the background, and I was just generally not in the mood. Some stuff at work, yada yada yada. The family stuff is good. Don't worry about that. But here we are with this week's chapter of One Piece. Speaking of family, I am very much eager to know what happened with the Charlotte family. But beginning the chapter with a color cover page from Jump, we have a celebration of the 20th anniversary of One Piece. Luffy from the very beginning to Luffy nowadays. A very, very, very good evolution. Just look at the traces. The essence is the same, but the traces, the drawing, it really shows the evolution throughout the years. It's amazing to see. So, there's a message. Oh, this is awesome. Okay, I'm gonna read through it if you guys don't mind. Let's see, how old are you? 20 years ago, were you alive? I was actually, but I was like 2 years old, near 3 years old, so back then Luffy was 17 years old, and now 20 years later, he's 19. Wait a second. Well, if you wanna compete, Pokemon has been going for how long now? And Ash is still 10. So, did you know that Luffy received this straw hat from a certain person? Well, don't you say. In the very beginning, Luffy set out to sea all alone. He didn't have any friends. One Piece has a lot of flashback scenes, but they're there for one reason. They started when I thought that by acquainting you all with even the childhoods of these characters, you'd feel like you've been with them since they were children. Things like, oh, Luffy's been terrible at telling lies since he was a kid, or he used to be such a crybaby, or he's grown up so much, or he hasn't changed at all, and Zoro's and Nami's and so on and so forth. Because you have done me the favor of watching over them as they've grown, I feel like a deep bond has developed between you all and Luffy and his friends. Their story will certainly come to an end. No, don't say that. But I would like nothing more than for you to continue to adventure with them till that end comes. Thank you for supporting me for these past 20 years. Bear with me for just a little longer. Please let them be 20 more. Like, please. 20 more and I'll be here for you. I'll be here. But of course it won't last 20 years more. I would say 10 tops. Like, I would say 10 tops. Perhaps even less. So, but yes, a very heartful and senseful message from Oda. Very, very good. One Piece is 20 years old. I was not there from the very beginning, as I told you. I was 2 years old when One Piece was getting released, but I followed it for quite some years. I believe it's been 6 or 7 by now. I remember the 15th anniversary, so that must be 6 or 7 years that I follow One Piece now. So yeah. But anyway, let us go forwards to the chapter at long last. Oh, I can't believe it. A Germa-styled Straw Hat crew. Mugiwara 5-6. Mugiwara go Mu. Because oh god, I love this cover. Okay. Yeah, that's a message. I'm not gonna read that. Supremely thankful, our 20th anniversary commemoration issue. We've got plenty of special projects and plenty more special announcements. The main story's tea party is also all a flurry. Enjoy this poster-sized color cover. Oh, I really, really like this. Rook's afro is burning. Oh, I like them. If there's ever, and I wish there is, a Pirate Warriors 4, I want these costumes. I want these costumes in there. And they all have, except mayhaps for Brooke, they all have their outfits with a rainbow collar. Except Brooke. Brooke is black. All the others have a color of the rainbow. That's quite cool. Anyway, okay, at last. Soft and fluffy. Okay. Oh, so we are remembering the scene from Fishman Island when they find out that the tamatevaku is an explosive. Oh god. And the cake is falling down. Inside Whole Cake Chateau, from the ceiling of the second floor of the East Baum, there are some cracks making their way across. Okay. The whole thing snapped off. It's an explosion. And there's Baron Tamago. The tilting on stuff, and he's like, don't tell me, we're falling, bon. Whole Cake Chateau is falling down. Was that cannon fire? And they're all just running away. Wow. Damn. That thing, so that was what it was. Okay, just the nick of time. Something just saved us. Oh god. Very cool image. The whole thing just, it gives us a scale of how ginormous it is. I don't think we sometimes we don't consider the how enormous the places are, because we always see them happening in specific locations of the place itself. Like, for instance, when we were back in Dressrosa, sometimes we would forget the actual size of the city that the whole action was in. And especially that sense of scale was kind of lost when the birdcage was up, because we saw the birdcage going all around the island and we thought the island is kind of small, but it actually wasn't. Like, and let us not forget, Pika engulfed like a whole town's worth almost of rubble, so of stone. So it's kind of nice to see these shots from time to time to make us remember of the scale of the world of One Piece instead of just focusing on the characters. Very, very cool indeed. Here inside Badge's body we can't really tell what's going on, but something's weird going on out there. What happened? I love Jinbe's just on the window. Oh, they're just panicking. The whole cake chateau is shaking. What sort of joke is this? And the is that. Looks like I don't even need to assassinate you anymore. With this, the Uncle Big Mom's pirate crew is finished. Ha! You wish. It won't be that simple, my friend. It won't. Look at that. Castle is bigger than the whole town. There's no getting away from it. Okay. I love how Morgan's is just He's just taking pictures. Oh crap, I can fly. There's no such thing as a fluffy life. Oh yeah! Verarden gourmets. Verarden dern. I don't speak German if you don't know, which is German for change. So yes, Straussen has a devil fruit that allows him to turn anything into food. So basically, he turned the whole cake castle into a soft and squishy cake. Very nice. I like that. But even still, with the momentum and like the height and the weight and everything combined, that thing should still do a lot of damage. If nothing else, property damage. And maybe some squishing damage. Like people would get squashed by that cake. It wouldn't be as simple as that. Especially the ones who fell from high up. If they didn't land on a proper surface, even if they haven't fallen in a sizable surface of cake, they would have been seriously injured. Whole cake Chateau really became a whole cake. Oh god. Okay. This is nowhere yet. They got away. They should still be around here somewhere. Send word to every last island, task in Totland. Don't let a single member of either the Straw Hats or the Fire Tanks escape. Northwest part of the Whole Cake Island. Oh, Badge is way closer. Here's where we part ways. Hmm. We have no use for you anymore, just got Poor Caesar, the guy just gets hammered. The guy just gets hammered all the way. Oh god. Ear your heart. Okay, so they are really just letting him go? Okay. I never have to see your sorry faces again, later idiots, and farewell, you dumb hag. Straussen's power, the guy was a misery to the end. I have a feeling he'd be pretty strong in a fight too. Okay. Okay, it's just that the first bit of running was way harder than it needed to be. Your lot should hurry too, they'll be after us in no time. You've got a day's journey. A day's journey? Oh, okay. Once you've make it to your ship, okay, that's how long it will take you to get out of our territory. The problem isn't getting out of our territory, the problem is that they won't stop chasing when they leave the territory. Unless they aren't ready to sail, as of this moment, but I assume a pirate crew is ready to sail at a minute's notice. Especially a Yonko's crew, so... Godspeed, gentlemen. The hammer's a plague. Oh god. Shut up, that's for our survival. At least let us say goodbye. I became pretty close with Nami. Okay, we'll go get the shark submerge and take it back to the Sunny. Okay, be careful. We're gonna get going too, off to that coast we first landed on. So it really goes on like this. They separated. Caesar goes off somewhere. How does Caesar plan to escape, actually? Like, okay, he has his heart. Surely he doesn't plan to fly all the way out of Totland to the nearest non-Big Mom territorial island. Surely. Like, he can't be considering that. Form up two squads, we'll split into two groups and pursue them. One party will be after the Straw Hats, and the other will be after Badges. Oh god. I think I know where this is going. Oh god. I believe I know how the Big Mom children will. How the Big Mom pirates will end. And I don't think I like it. Big Mom's disease has begun. Wedding cake. Look at her face. Holy heck. I believe. Now, we doubted of this before and we got burned because it actually happened. This time around, I'm not going to take any chances and I'm going to say it right now. Some of her children, some of those we never even met, we will never meet again. Or we will never have a chance to meet them because they will be eaten. For sure. Like, those symptoms, that face she's making, it's the face of someone who's desperate. And the last time she was so desperate that we've seen on current time, one of her kids died. Theoretically not wholly eaten by her, but she kind of killed him by devouring his soul. Therefore, and we've seen her committing acts of cannibalism before, with more than just one person. She consumed, and you will remember, a whole-sized adult and several other children. One of which was claimed to be a giant, like the little girl that was Girder? It was not Girder, it was something along those lines. She was supposedly a giant. I read somewhere she was a giant. I never actually thought of her as a giant, but apparently she was a giant. So yes, I think that we'll realize we won't see the scene happening itself, as we haven't seen it with Mother Caramel, or we may even see that scene, that flashback, as we see her eat some of her children. It would make for a pretty macabre scene, which is why I don't believe we'll ever see it. I don't think Oda will ever draw that. He will make it happen, but he won't draw it for us to see. And so I am almost positively sure that some of her lesser known or even unknown children will be eaten. Like, literally. The ones that will survive probably are Katakuri, Daifuku, Oven, the older ones. Compote, the first children, the first daughter, Pero, Gallet, most likely, Smoothie as well. Cracker, we have yet to see him again, so we don't know where he might be. He might also survive. Mondor could probably survive as well. His power is very interesting, and I think it will and should be explored later in the series as well. So Mondor will probably survive. Opera. I think, you know what? I think Opera should die, like, and we should see him die because, and it will make for a scene like him trying to apologize to Mama because he thinks she's going to kill him because he left Luffy escape, but no, she's just in one of her randoms, and she just kills him. Um, who else? Tamago is not one of her children. He's on the list. Pretty much everyone in town is on the list. So the question now is, how will exactly this end? This saga just keeps taking turns when we think there's no more turnings to take. Like, I was not expecting Luffy and Badgie and Chisa to just break apart so fast. Like, and Capone was right. It's almost too easy. Like, it's almost too easy for him to escape. Not that I want him to get caught and possibly killed. I don't want that. I want all the supernovas to get to the end of the story, end ish of the story alive. However, I also think his escape is positively easy. Like, of course, he's not the main character, so it makes sense to part him off right now. It leaves something for later. Also, what happened to the Van Smokes? We know they have their ships stationed somewhere on the island. Was it Peach Bay? I remember something along those lines being the name of the place they have their ships. And then we have Luffy. I don't think we'll see any more of Germa unless we see the Germa soldiers actually doing something. Because let's remember, the Germa soldiers are disposable. They are clones. They are totally disposable. Maybe what we'll see is an army of them coming to cover Luffy and the others' escape from the Sunny. When they get to the Sunny, a battalion of Germa soldiers will be there, and at the same time as Luffy and the others arrive, one of the groups, probably the one led by Katakuri, will arrive at the same time, and the Germa soldiers will cover for their escape. And since they are disposable, Judge will just say, this is your one and only mission. You go and protect Sanji. Just like that. They don't even need to say that to him. Sanji will know that his father did that. Some of you may argue that, well, but Judge wouldn't do that. Well, myself, I think there's a chance he could do that. Otherwise, it's impossible, because if Luffy gets to the ship at the same time as the other, no amount of cola and Kuda bursts can help them escape the fate. Like, there's no way. With a group of Big Mom children at their tail, there's no way. Unless, of course, by any convenient way, their ships are either immobilized, not ready to go out at all. And let us not forget, there are other islands that are part of Totland. There's probably soldiers stationed on those islands. I doubt that there's Big Mom children on those islands. I believe they were all invited to the wedding. But there must be soldiers there, soldiers loyal to the Big Mom pirates. And as soon as the news spread, they will be ready and they will be looking actively for the straw hats and the fire tanks. So again, we've reached that crossroad in the saga that there's really no idea of what might come next. Will Big Mom hit any of her children? Will they manage to escape? Will they manage to stop her? I don't think so. Who can stop her right now? Like, is there anyone capable of stopping the woman who killed a giant with 5 years? At 5 years old, she killed a giant. She's now 68. Is there someone capable of stopping this woman? I don't know if I've told you. I believe I did on my pudding theory a few weeks back. Maybe pudding is the one that will save all of the children. She'll be able to steal some memories from her mother in order to calm her down. Maybe that's the thing that's building up to be. Maybe she'll go up to Big Mom and say like, "Oh, you know what? My third eye power awakened." Maybe she'll dwindle a little bit the attack, and maybe Pudding can use that momentum to save both her siblings and her mom. But anyway, the video is gone long enough already. I don't really have an idea for where this is going. So I don't know. We will have to see. Luckily, we have a chapter next week. Contrary to my beliefs, we do have a chapter next week, which is awesome. But mayhaps the next week we won't have one. So next week is, luckily, it's the week of my well, it's not literally the week of my birthday. It is the week, but my birthday is not on the day that the chapter releases. So, but we'll have a chapter that weekend, so I am happy for that. Now, this is it for today. If the Boku no Hero chapter doesn't release, I don't know what's been happening, but the last week's Boku no Hero chapter has come late. This week's chapter hasn't been released yet, in English at least, or at least in the website I read. So we will see, but if nothing else, I'll find a way to get it, and tomorrow we will have both Boku no Hero chapters here. So without further ado, I say my goodbyes to you. This is it for today. One Piece, a very, very interesting chapter. Please do let me know your opinions in the comment section down below, as I always ask you. And I say my goodbyes to you once again, and